new to the breath, I want to give you a place to begin. Actually, even if you're not new to the breath, I'm going to give you a place to begin because I was reintroduced into this practice, some of this practice, the beginning of it, like a year ago. And I was reminded of how exquisite this is as a place to begin. So I want to give you that. I've been talking a lot about down regulating the nervous system with the down regulating breath, and that also is going to be a part of this. So, but I do want to say that even when you do this beginner breathing, just by doing these steps, bringing the awareness to your breath system, you will most likely be down regulating your nervous system. You are aligning head, heart, body, spirit, everything's coming into coherence. So this is extremely important for every human being on the planet for health benefits, for creative benefits. So this is something really important. And I was just tuning in to Joe Dispenza the other day, and he was talking about brain-heart coherence, mind-heart coherence. And why is that important? Anytime you are in an aroused state, anytime you or me or anyone, we're in an aroused state, a triggered state, a fight or flight state, anywhere out of the like mind-heart coherence, there is no way for the mind to be creative. There is no creative energy happening in the brain. It's because you're literally in fight or flight. So when you're really aroused and you're trying to come up with a solution, it's most likely going to be fight, flight, maybe freeze. It's not going to be of coherent self. So I want to be making decisions from a coherent place, from an aligned place. So I know it's best to work with my system and get out of fight or flight, out of a aroused state into a down-regulated state. So breath, among other tools, can bring you to the state. And I want to give you a very easy part one kind of a breath practice that you can do, especially if you're just starting out. So the first step is stop what you're doing, drop your body down, and just pause. Just stop, drop, and pause. You can sit, you can lie down. If you have a lot of postural restriction, pain in your body, it's great to lie down. It takes gravity out of the equation. You'll be able to have a fuller breath. Part two is begin to notice your breathing. I know that sounds ridiculously simple. It is simple, but it may not be easy. So bring your awareness to how you're breathing. Just notice your inhale and then notice your exhale. It may be very short, it may be long, it may be painful, it may make you uncomfortable. Let it all just be there. Notice how you're inhaling and exhaling. There's no rules. It can be nose, mouth, it doesn't matter. Just notice your inhale and then notice your exhale. Just watch it, witness it. As you're doing that, you may start to notice the air moving through the nasal cavity, moving through the throat, into the lungs, into the belly. Just notice it all. And as you're doing this, you may also notice your breath naturally begins to slow down. There may be a natural slowing down. That's awesome if you're noticing that. That's what we are wanting. We are embodying right now. We are moving into our bodies. We are aligning. It's so great. You're already down regulating. Bravo. So as you're watching your breath, feeling it come in, feeling it go out, noticing, you might be noticing restriction in the body. You may notice discomfort. Just let it be there. Step 3. As you're breathing, you may start to gently notice as you inhale, there may be a slight pause at the top before you exhale and a slight pause at the bottom before you inhale again. Notice if that's just naturally there. And if not, that's okay. You can put it there if it feels okay. So that's step 3. We're still relaxing in and going in. Just allow whatever is there to be there. It's so wonderful you're taking this moment for yourself. Step 4. Here's the extra down-regulating part. Make your exhale a little slower. Get your air to kind of siphon out so it elongates. Make your exhale at least 2 counts longer than your inhale. Your exhale becomes longer than your inhale. You don't need to make your inhale longer than it naturally is. Just take it and then make your exhale longer. Empty it all out. It's okay if your inhale's short, just make your exhale a little longer. And that's really gonna take you to that next layer of peace, calm, down regulating your nervous system. And look, if you're in a very triggered state, if you're dealing with anxiety or going through something, you may need to just keep coming back to the breath all day until you get to expressing the emotions that need to be expressed, until you get to expressing anything that needs to be expressed, kind of getting to the root of where that pain or anxiety is coming from. But the breath helps your mind relax out of fight or flight, so you're not running for the hills or, hunkering down frozen. Lets you come back to a coherent, aligned space.